exercise 1.05 and exercise 1.06. These are both similar activities. They are sentences, paragraphs that are filled with lots of ESL, English Language Learner mistakes. I am not going to correct all of these. I'm going to do the first 2 or 3 lines of each of these, and I'm going to stop. The point is, right now, at this point in our course, is not to be able to cover all of these. It's just to get you more focused, more attuned, more noticing of these mistakes, okay? I'm sure there are lots of mistakes in both of these activities that you can't explain. Some of you can because you've taught ESL before, but a lot of people in here have almost no experience or maybe no experience at all with ESL, and it's hard for you to explain some of these things. Many native speakers will try to explain this by saying, well, that's what we do in English. English is kind of crazy. Please don't say that anymore. No language is crazy. Every language has weird parts to it, has strange parts to it that are hard to explain. Native speakers can't explain these things. Why? You don't need to explain them. You don't know why you say, for example, I said, you don't know. How do we know to use don't? You don't know. Why can't I say you not know? Or you know not? I can say I am not, I have not, but I can't say I know not. Why? I speak not. Why? Negating in English is really, really tough. It's actually very easy. It's very tough for ESL students. And probably you as a native speaker, you don't know how to negate in English. You don't know when we put not, when we put do not, does not, did not, are not, am not. You don't know the patterns for that. But you don't need to because you don't mess it up, right? So let me do the first 2 or 3, 4 lines from exercise 1.05. Dear teacher, tomorrow start English classes. No. Tomorrow English classes start. Subject goes before the verb. And I am really excited for that. No, I'm excited about that. Excited for is wrong. No? So there are certain combinations you just have to memorize. Excited about. Interested in. Determined to. I'm determined to do that. You have to memorize that. To be married to somebody, not married with. These are all combinations that we will study. The only way to do it is to memorize it. There's no rhyme or reason. So I'm really excited about that. I have questions for you. Now, I have a question for you, or I have questions for you, but a means one and questions mean a million, and the two things can't be the same. This is actually just probably a really small mistake. The person didn't proofread well. My son has 15 years old. Nope. Common in a lot of languages, you don't, in English, you be a certain age, but in some languages, you have a certain age. So in French, I would say, I have 63 years, period. I don't use the word old. So in English, we say the pattern is I, verb to be, I am, you are, he is, she is, we are, they are, plus a year. I can say I am 63, period. But I cannot say I am 63 years and stop. I have to say I am 63 years old. So to express your age in English, you have two options. Subject plus be plus a number, period. Or subject plus be plus a number plus the word years with an S, and then the word old, period. All right? And he is in vacation. Nope, on vacation. Why? No reason. It's always on vacation. That is the phrase you have to memorize. On vacation from school now. All right? He has to return to Brazil in February. Excellent. And I would like to invite him to our class just for a little days. No, just for a few days. A little sugar, a little money, a little Diet Coke, a little ink, a little paper, a little coffee. A little for quantity. A little is things that you can't count. Sorry. So we say a little sugar. We don't say 1 sugar, 2 sugar to mean little pieces. I just put a little rice in my beans. I want a little rice. Only a little rice. We don't say 1 rice, 2 rices, 3 rices, right? A few is what we use when you can count it, right? So there are a few cookies on the table. There is a little milk, because we can't count milk. You can count the container of milk, but you can't count the liquid, right? There's a little milk in the refrigerator to go with a few cookies I put out on the table for you, all right? You can tell I'm in a food mood tonight, all right? So that's 1.05. I'm not going to do the whole thing. 1.06 is an article, a story that a student wrote. It's filled with errors. So first is the Dominican Republic. Names of countries. Most names of countries in English don't take the, but we do say the United States, There's a reason for that, and we do say the Dominican Republic, and there's a reason for that coming a little bit later. All right. So what you need to know right now is that Dominican Republic takes the. So the Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic is a country located at the Caribbean. No, in the Caribbean, because we use in for bodies of water. Well, we use on for rivers. We use in the ocean, in the sea, in the Gulf of Mexico, right? In the harbor, in the bay. But it's in the Caribbean. This nation shares one island with Haiti. All right. Period. Both, capital B. Both are nations poors. Nope. Both are, in English, adjectives go in front of nouns. Both are poor nations. And why does poor not have an S? That was covered in a previous activity about the word other. The word poor in front of the word nation. What part of speech is the word nation? That's a noun. Whatever comes in front of a noun, it's probably going to be an adjective because it's describing the noun. Number one, adjectives come in front of nouns. Number two, adjectives never have S. But in many languages, if the noun is plural, the adjective has to be plural also. Both are poor nations, but the Dominican Republic has 2/3. Well, it should be a hyphen, and it needs an S. 2/3 of the island, and its natural resources are more accessible without an S, because accessible is an adjective. They don't ever have an S. Than Hades, apostrophe S, natural resources. I'll stop right there. The purpose of these two activities was to give everyone in the class a taste of what ESL or EFL writing looks like. All right. You might have students, you say, well, my students don't make a lot of mistakes. In fact, in this class, we're not doing the semester, but we often have you working with non-native speakers in a conversation type hour or a conversation program, and I'll ask you to make a list of mistakes that you heard. Invariably, many people after the first meeting say, oh, I didn't hear any mistakes. Oh, they were there. Your ears just aren't ready to catch them yet, right? Because you're so focusing on the message, you're a little nervous, you're trying to find who the student is, etc. But when that same student, when they take their writing and put it on paper, this is what it looks like, or worse. All right. So I'll stop with that. That is exercise 1.05 and 1.06, again, which is tied to handbook pages 1 through 15. Thank you.